One evening, a woman named Anne was coming home from work. She lived in an apartment building. When she walked into her apartment building, she looked around. No one else was looking around. Everyone else had their heads down.
Why?
They were on their phones. Anne felt sad.
Why?
Oh, it'll tell you why. You got to listen to the story.
Okay.
She also felt disappointed. Do you know what disappointed means?
It sounds like sad.
It is. It's like sad.
I don't know it, but it sounds like sad.
It's when you wanted something to happen and it didn't happen. Anne felt disappointed. She wanted to be friendly with her neighbors. She wanted her neighbors to be friendly with her. Anne lived on the 3rd floor of her apartment building. Can you count to 3?
1, 2, 3.
Good job! She lived on the 3rd floor. She went to the elevator. Many people were in the elevator with her, but they still had their heads down. They were looking at their phones. Anne wasn't happy. Everyone left the elevator. Anne stood in the empty hallway. She looked down the hallway. She walked to her apartment. She opened the door and went in. She saw her roommate, Lisa. Lisa was on her computer. Lisa didn't look at Anne when she came in. Anne felt angry. Anne dropped her purse. It made a loud noise. Lisa didn't look at her.
Why?
Well, because she didn't notice. You'll see. Lisa was wearing headphones. You know, the things you wear over your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was listening to music. She was shopping on Amazon. She didn't notice Anne.
So, Anne should take off her headphones.
Oh, Anne should take off Lisa's headphones. And then Lisa will notice her.
Yeah, notice.
Anne thought for a moment. She had an idea.
What is it?
You'll see.
Who's gonna take off the headphones?
She told her roommate her idea. I think Lisa took off the headphones. Her roommate, Lisa, stopped using the computer to listen to her. That was nice, wasn't it?
That is.
Anne and Lisa cooked a delicious meal. They moved a table into the hallway. They took the food into the hallway too. They sat down nervously.
Why?
Well, it tells you why. We have to read a little more.
Okay.
They looked at each other. They looked around. No one else was in the hallway, but they still felt nervous.
Now I know why.
Because it's strange to eat in the hallway of an apartment building. It's not like our hallway. It's a public place. It's a place where other people can go.
I know that.
Oh, you know that because you're so smart.
That's because Dad told me when they're driving to the way to come to me. Dad told me.
Dad told you on the way to Grandma's house? Okay.
Yeah.
We better keep going. Okay. Soon, another family came into the hallway. It was a mom.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes, but into the hallway. It was, where's my cursor? It was a mom, a dad, and their daughter. The little girl was holding her mother's hand. Her mom and dad were looking at their phones and didn't see Anne and Lisa. Everybody's on their phones. The little girl saw Anne and Lisa. She was very excited.
Why?
Because Anne and Lisa were paying attention to her and she wanted friendly neighbors. When the mom and dad saw Anne and Lisa having dinner in the hall or the hallway, they were surprised. Anne and Lisa invited the family to eat with them.
Oh.
Do you know what invited means?
It means called.
Yeah, like to call or to tell someone, come visit us, come be with us.
People do that when it's birthdays.
Yeah, people do that at birthdays.
Are we golden?
The family sat down with Anne and Lisa. The father took out a chicken from his bag to share. Yum. After that, more neighbors joined them. The neighbors all brought something. Do you know what a neighbor is? What's a neighbor? Oh, you are pointing out the window. That's right.
Is inside there.
The people that live in the house next door to us. That's right.
Those are what neighbors are.
Those are our neighbors. Some neighbors brought tables and chairs. Some brought tablecloths.
Tablecloths.
Mm-hmm. Some brought lamps.
Gucci.
Some brought delicious meals. There were many different kinds of meals. The little girl realized that one neighbor was missing. She wanted to invite the neighbor to the meal. The little girl crawled under the table. She went to another neighbor's door and knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Knocky, knocky, knock, knock. Knocky, knocky, knock, knock.
An elderly man came out. Do you know what elderly means?
No.
It means old, older, but it sounds nicer than saying an old man. An elderly man. The little girl looked at him. All of the neighbors looked at him. He looked down.
But I thought that's a goal.
Oh, well, the little girl went to knock on the elderly man's door, and the elderly man looked down. He went back in his apartment. The neighbors looked at the little girl. They looked sad. Everyone felt disappointed.
Why?
Well, the next sentence tells why. They thought that the last neighbor didn't want to eat with them. So they felt disappointed because they wanted him to eat with them. That's why.
I didn't even want a man.
Well, there are many people at the table. Men, women, and some kids.
Like how much kids?
I think there were 2 kids at the table.
Why was 2?
Because there were only 2 kids that
Are
were
we
neighbors.
coding?
Almost done with our story. They were wrong. He, the neighbor, the elderly man, he opened the door again. He had gone back in to get sausage and wine. Like grape juice.
Grape juice?
He smiled. He came to the table with the little girl. Everyone was very happy to be together. The end. Did you like the story?
Yeah.
Yay.
But now I don't watch it.
Okay, we'll watch the video now. Thank you for helping me read the story. Now you can say, "You're welcome, Mom."
I made some sounds great. Then people be frustrated because some can't make that sound.
You made silly sounds and people may be frustrated because they can't make those sounds.
Then how them can't do the story?
They can't make the sounds you can make. You're so silly. All right. That's our video. Bye.
Bye.